Now, 84% of the world has never even used AI, and everybody is calling that an opportunity, but they are wrong about which opportunity it is. Now, that stat actually went viral this week because everybody just found this so shocking, and immediately the takes just started flowing. Everybody started saying, we gotta teach them, we gotta train them, we gotta close the gap, we gotta sell those courses. Basically, all coming up with ways on how to win while knowing this fact. But here's exactly what that number actually does tell you. It doesn't mean that 84% of people now need a tutorial on how to use AI. What that does mean is that 84% of corporations haven't built AI into how they work yet. Now, the thing is, that's not a training gap, that is a full-on infrastructure gap. Now, let's just think about this, right? Nobody taught the average person how to use electricity. They built the switches, they built the appliances, Then everybody began to use electricity, but nobody necessarily was taught how to use electricity. Rather, they were given something that had electricity built into it so that they could just directly use it. And that's because it was built into the environment. What that means is that the opportunity isn't necessarily on teaching people how to use AI. The opportunity isn't necessarily just teaching people how to prompt. The opportunity is being the person who builds AI into the workflow so that they can use it without necessarily having to watch 55 tutorials on what exactly AI is. The opportunity for you is to become the person who knows how to connect the tools, who knows how to build the tools into specific workflows that people can just use without necessarily having to learn these things from scratch. The person who designs the process. That person is basically the architect over the entire situation, and that person is essentially going to be the one with the advantage. And right now, there is not a lot of them out there. So you do not need to start a course on teaching people how to use ChatGPT or any other AI tool, to be honest. You need to be the person who understands how AI connects to real work inside of a real company. So you start there. One team, one workflow, one integration built into the workflow so that people can use it seamlessly without having to learn everything from ground zero like you did. That's how you have the advantage in a world where 84% of it doesn't even understand nor have ever used AI. If you want the framework on how to actually do this, comment build below and I got you right now.